Where do I find the link? Used to be able to. Okay, that's that. Alright. So I am going to go through the journal real quick before we jump back into anything. Just to refresh ourselves. Great detective never gives up. Love, Mom. Case lab assistant. Case closed. Misplaced papers. Case closed. Curious postcard scrap. To do. Look out for remaining pieces. Curfew at 9 p.m. When will this madness end? Student gardener. Annoyingly knowledgeable about Arthurton plant life. Works with Dean Strasberry in his greenhouse. Interesting. Dean Strasberry sure is nervous today. That's unlike him. What's this meeting? What is he meeting Mom about? Well, CJ acting kooky as usual. What does CJ stand for anyway? Secret code. Early bird can't catch the lazy worm. People in glass houses should invest in curtains. The absent-minded goldfish swims into the blender. Sticker club, often hiding in plain sight. Great for decorating journal. Naturally. A falling wrench nearly killed me. Why are the power lines burning out so quickly? Keith, can you see that Peggy and Veronica are making fun of him? I won't be bullied by a bunch of cheerleaders. Lakeside dance party. Music, terrible. Cause, mysterious interference. Shake, kick, push. That ladder. Case of the missing glasses. Case closed. They were on her head the whole time. Too easy. Teacher really stand up to his dad and quit the team. But he's right. Mom needs me. Case of the quiet library. Too quiet. Seriously, where is everyone? Lettertron 5000, recently installed, already malfunctioning, risk of death, high. Note to self, always bring flashlight. CJ was in the library recently, left all his research and a fancy map of town. Why did he leave in such a hurry? Other notes are damaged bookcase, broken banister, torn curtain, signs of an accident, or foul play. Case of the murdered dean. Case of a lifetime. Signs of electrocution, strange veins on neck and head, holding mom's ID, important. Watch stopped. Time of death, 3:57 p.m. Rigor mortis had already set in. Strange. So many questions. Why was Mom meeting the dean at the at Widow's Drop? And where is that? Was anyone else here? Was this merely an accident? And who called the sheriff? Yep, that's a map. Right now we're acting quite like a CEO, I guess. Dedicated, strong-willed, and direct, a brilliant leader who inspires others, a jack of all trades, and a fountain of knowledge, but you can be inflexible and emotionally distant. Juiciness. We chose something totally normal for the man to whistle. We helped Mom the first time she asked. We questioned Mom's motive. You learn more about Arthurton's exotic plant life. You're tactful with Dean Strawberry. You respected your elders. You'll respect them some other time. You concluded the dean had eaten a raspberry donut. You chose code word bird. You chose code word glass houses and goldfish. You quizzed Wyatt about the power cuts. You like your coffee straight up and hot. Nothing fancy. You built transport with Dan. You built report with Dan by talking about his hobby. You identified yourself with the secret code. You delivered the denouement like a detective. You were really mean to Veronica. Deserved. You let Keith throw the last stone. You ignored the danger and turned off the circuit breaker. You didn't take evidence from the crime scene. You answered the sheriff's first question truthfully. Answered the sheriff's second question truthfully. There's a lot. And postcards. Which, yeah. So, oh yeah, it seems like. Oh, that's right. We were in someone else's house. So finally, let us continue. It's been how long since we came back to this? Absolutely crazy. Okay. So, examine the pig.
I love you. I love you.
That's terrifying.
You're my best friend.
You scared the life out of me, pig.
The sun was setting behind the great mountains of Arthurton, cradling the town in a warm red embrace.
I slept the whole day away? I have to get out of here and make up for lost time. Best in show, horse ballet. First prize, advanced table etiquette. There's one here for best smile. Seriously? A heart-shaped mirror for the lady who loves herself. There's something strange about this mirror. This requires further investigation. Ouch! That's hot! That's more fun than it should be. Nothing happened. I thought I was onto something. Seriously, who has windows this big?
Below, Lake Nowhere stretched out as far as the eye could see. In the distance, Jenny could just make out the great lighthouse on Skull Island.
It's foggy out there tonight.
See, what should have been a touching farewell to a beloved member of the community was tarnished by a poorly timed act of protest yesterday at Mother Mary Church. An emotionally unstable child was witnessed shouting at members of the congregation.
I don't remember any of this. I bet that kid's in a lot of trouble.
A stable child was witnessed shouting at members of the congregation, causing damage to property and even desecrating the corpse. After a long chase, the girl collapsed and was carried from the premises. Hunters gathered to pay their respects to the late Leslie Strasberry, the long-standing and beloved dean of Humboldt University, who was murdered in cold blood by a member of his own faculty. The community was devastated last Thursday when Mr. Strasberry was found dead in the school library after apparently being pushed from a third-story balcony. Murder was the first in town had seen in decades.
Pushed from the balcony? That's not what happened. And no mention of electrocution.
As in decades, Dean Strasberry is survived by his son, Keith Strasberry. After an anonymous tip, Sheriff Winston LeClue arrived first on the scene and found a woman covered in the dean's blood. Evidence.
Mom wasn't covered in blood. That's a lie.
Although the motive for killing has not been established, the woman was identified as Julie LeClue, professor of criminology and daughter-in-law to Sheriff Winston LeClue. She remains in custody at this time while police continue their investigation.
Jenny thought of her poor mother, locked away in a jail cell for a crime she didn't commit.
Don't worry, Mom. I'll prove you didn't do it as soon as I get out of here. Either this is shoddy reporting, or someone is trying to cover up what really happened. My mom's still in jail, so the police must not think this was an accident.
And if it wasn't an accident, then...
The real killer is still out there!
On the other side of the lake, beyond the Forgotten Forest, sat a more modest house. No fancy windows or crystal chandeliers, just a small wooden frame in need of painting.
Home. I've never seen so many clothes. Maybe mine are in here somewhere. Well, my clothes definitely aren't here. They'd be easy to spot amongst all the sequins and ribbons.
Ah, okay, okay.
All the dangly bits are swaying. Strange. It's not windy in here. I feel like I've seen that heart shape somewhere else in this room.
Did I have the right ones? Be nice if I could, like, dash. Or, you know, just move faster. Two, three, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Crack the case. We have solved the puzzle.
This family's disposable income is outrageous. I always knew they were hiding something. I bet there are all kinds of horrific secrets lurking up there.
You're special. You're special. Let's be friends. Let's be friends. I love you. I love you.
I don't have my detective gear to pick the lock. Besides, I can't just walk out in front of Mrs. Glatz. Oh, it's just a dusty old attic.
Dozens of old boxes covered in dust and cobwebs, filled with toys, school projects, and old trophies.
Attics, where dreams go to die. Oh, hello, spooky bear. Feels like he's watching me. Everything in here is covered in dust, except this bear. And there's light coming from behind him. What are you hiding, spooky bear? Smothered by a giant teddy bear. What an end that would have been. Just as I suspected, a hidden staircase.
Yeah, well now I think that's the way to go. I'm trying to like not go the way you're supposed to because like...
Aha! A way out of here. Locked. But where is the lock?
Never mind, that could have been solved very easily if I would have just done that in the first place. Then we go over here and interact with the bear. Oh. This is unexpected.
Jenny was no stranger to the labs at Gumboldt, but she'd never seen anything quite like this.
Oh, there's someone in here.
Certainly not inside someone's house.
Hey! What are you doing up here?
The other question is, what are you doing up here?
Not again!
Got a bad feeling about this. Suzie. Better, less fortunate, obnoxiously popular, smells like candy.
Loved by all, kind to a fault. Jenny's cousin was also the most popular girl in town.
That's her that's her cousin.
Oh, hi, Jenny.
Man, we were super rude to our own cousin.
You should be in bed resting. What are you doing up here?
I should ask you the same question. What is all this equipment? And why is there a secret elevator running from your room to the attic?
Oh, you must mean my collection of teddy bears.
Girl, we know a lab when we see it. Cut to the chase. We got places to be.
Don't play dumb with me, Susan Glatz.
Damn, okay.
These bears are hiding nothing. And that one's wearing a welding helmet.
Well, there's a simple explanation for that.
Is there really, Susan?
There are just too many to fit in my bedroom.
I've seen your bedroom. There is so much floor space. Back up.
You're sweating like a freshman at prom, Susan. Now answer the question. What are you really doing up here?
It's not what you think. This is where
Just answer the question, Susan.
Teddy bears. I have vintage bears, new bears, rare collectible bears.
Pretty Fazbear. We have Fazbears, we got Glam Rock Fazbears, we got Toy Fazbears.
Enough! Stop avoiding the question. You don't need to hide anything. You can be honest with me.
I can't. You wouldn't understand.
Try me.
Susie's secret was the kind you took to the grave. A shameful, dark secret. A secret so shocking she feared she would lose everything. Her friends would abandon her, her family would disown her. She'd never find true love.
Oh God! I'm going to die alone!
Ugh.
You can't tell anyone. You have to promise me.
Fine, just stop whimpering like a lost puppy. You're embarrassing yourself.
Here goes nothing.
Oh boy, what is Susan doing here?
This is my secret laboratory.
Yeah, we know. We know a lab when we see one, Susan.
Where I design and test my inventions.
Come again?
Your laboratory? It's not pink enough to be yours. Come on, Susan, you're gonna have to do better than that.
My name is Suzie. Only my mom calls me Susan. And this is my lab.
Let me get this straight. A cheerleading, horse riding, dress wearing debutante is a secret nerd genius? Hilarious.
I mean, it's not unheard of, but like, in the context of this, kind of out there.
I knew I shouldn't have told you.
She would never show it, but something about Susie's reaction bothered Jenny. Was Suzie really leading a double life?
There's only one way to find out.
No decision to make?
Susan Quincy Glatz, I'm gonna have to ask you a few questions.
Oh boy, investigation time. Again. So we gotta figure out what questions to ask specifically. The interrogation of Suzie Glatz. You got back up. What?
Pink bows, fluffy bears, stylish clothes. She can't possibly be a scientist. Do you really expect me to believe that you aren't obsessed with boy bands in the color pink? Brain or bimbo? Which one is it?
Damn. I mean, you don't... Jenny, didn't you ever watch High School Musical? You can do more than two things at once. It's okay. I mean, like, it's out there given current circumstances, but still.
I am a scientist. But I also believe in the importance of good skincare and the power of matching accessories.
Honestly, I kind of feel bad for it being
You
mean
sound
right now.
ridiculous.
Suzie couldn't be pretty, popular, and smart.
I mean, again, it's not unheard of. Jenny, you're...
That was just greedy.
I wouldn't call it greedy. Jeez. Okay, so we interacted with that. And that. Okay, might as well just go in order with what when we find them. Moonbeams, a cheerleader, pepper shot.
A Gumboldt pin. The Dean was wearing one the day he died.
Could Suzie have played a part in the Dean's death?
I don't think so. I don't think so, at least not directly.
All of Jenny's instincts told her it wasn't possible, but she needed to know for sure.
Let's try to be tactful here.
You smell nice. What perfume is that?
Oh, thanks. It's called Innocent.
I remember you were wearing it last Thursday at the lake.
I was.
What did you do that day? After you left?
Peggy and I took Veronica home. She was really upset.
And you were there all afternoon?
No, wait, we were incredibly mean to Veronica, I think. Not Suzie.
Yes. Why?
How close is Veronica's house to the library?
I don't understand. Why do you want to know all this?
I need to rule you out as a suspect.
Suspect? Why would I be a suspect?
You're certainly very good at keeping secrets.
Damn. Can't argue there.
I didn't do anything. Just ask Peggy or Veronica.
I don't know why you're friends with them. They are terrible character witnesses.
First Veronica, then Keith, and now me. I never thought I'd say this, but sometimes you can be a real jerk.
Oh. Well, I guess this is like a rated E game. 10 plus at least.
What were you saying about Keith?
Well, you didn't exactly make things easier for him, did you? You don't remember, do you?
No.
Oh, well, I suppose it wasn't that bad.
What do you mean?
After you interrupted the Reverend's eulogy, and after Keith asked you to stop, you tripped and knocked over the Dean's casket. And I guess they hadn't secured the lid properly.
So that's what happened.
Because he rolled right out, to horrified gasps, as you collapsed and fell into his open grave. And that's why everyone's so worried about you.
It all came flooding back. She had tried to defend her mum and repair her relationship with Keith. Instead, she had ruined everything. Jenny had lost her best friend.
Damn.
You should talk to Keith. I'm sure he'll forgive you.
You gotta acknowledge it.
It's not that simple. He thinks my mom killed his dad.
She felt the distance between them grow with every passing minute. How could she face him without answers?
Yeah, because I would very much be like, well, if your mom didn't kill him, who did?
I have to find the Dean's real killer.
Man. That was...
Seeing textbooks strewn about the floor reminded Jenny of something.
That was more intense than I expected that to be. Good lord.
My journal! I need to get my stuff back. Where are my clothes?
Oh, Gerald took them.
Who the hell is Gerald?
Okay, so we are kind of cursing. Jenny's not screwing around now. She is pissed.
Our butler.
Of course you have a butler.
He's taken them to be cleaned and pressed. They'll be ready in a few days.
We don't have a few days.
Well, I need them. Now.
I've got a dress that would be perfect for you.
We're not doing dresses, Suzie.
It's got purple bows, and the sequins will really bring out the color of your eyes.
I appreciate... Yeah, I'll be honest. I appreciate what Susie's doing here. But at the same time...
No, thank you.
You gotta be polite at this point.
I'd rather be burned to death.
Okay! I wouldn't say that was polite, game. At least what you do is be more accurate. Like, polite at first, and then you absolutely just bury yourself.
No one's gonna take me seriously in a purple ball gown. And where's my other stuff? Don't tell me Gerald's got my journal. It's irreplaceable.
Like I'd let that nosy old fool see your diary.
It's not a diary. It's my case notes.
Right, of course. A girl's gotta have a place to keep her secrets.
But that is our notes.
I put all your stuff in the lockbox under my pillows.
Are you kidding me? No wonder my head hurts.
Jenny needed to recover her journal and the Dean's ring, but she wasn't quite finished with Suzie.
One more thing. Susan? What the hell is this? Dangerous. Assembly, metal, or...
All this stuff looks authentic, but that doesn't mean it belongs to Suzie. If this is really your lab, what does that thing do?
That's Tim. He's a thermal imaging machine. He uses reflected thermographic projections to infer depth-related topography in subsurface bodies.
I know she said words, but I don't think it was English. That went by so fast. I had absolutely zero retention throughout that entire sentence. I heard reflected, and then everything else just flew right through me. In one ear, out the other. He uses reflected thermographic projections to infer depth-related topography in subsurface bodies.
Come again?
Okay, I'm not the only one. I expected Jenny to be like, sure he does.
He lets you see inside stuff.
Okay. Well, she certainly has the vernacular for it.
Well, what about that thing?
That's Judy, Kate, a gamma ray induction polygraph.
Array induction polygraph.
And that?
Hydraulically propelled telemetric manipulator.
And this?
That's just coffee.
That's a tea set.
Or tea. You know, that too.
What? I like to drink tea.
How did you get all this stuff up here anyway? And without being seen?
You'd be surprised how much you can hide on a giant stuffed teddy bear.
Oh my god. The teddy bears actually serve a purpose.
I know what's going on here. You've stolen all this stuff.
See?
And you're planning to sell it all to buy more fluffy cushions or pink horses or
I
something.
don't think so.
I didn't steal anything. Some of the parts are from my father's factory. The rest I bought with my allowance.
What parts are from the factory?
That's some allowance. If you didn't steal it, why are you worried about people finding out?
I'm head cheerleader. I'm captain of the equestrian team. If the other girls knew about this, they'd laugh me all the way to the back of the cafeteria.
Man, imagine how much could be solved with these social issues if people just sat down and watched freaking High School Musical. You know, the movie where it's like, you can't sing, you're captain of the basketball team, you're captain of the science club, you can't be singing and dancing like we're in some kind of musical. He says, right, Corbin Blue says, right before they sing and dance, because they are, in fact, in a musical. Like, so much could be solved. You can do more than two things at once, okay? It's okay. You can sing and dance and be a basketball player. You can make brownies and also play guitar or whatever. Okay? She can be smart and also, like, preppy. Okay? So many things could be solved if they just watch freaking High School Musical. I'm telling you.
Why do you care what they think?
It's not just them. If my parents found out about my lab, they'd kill me.
Okay, that is a more pressing matter.
Why? Don't they want you to be a scientist?
I think they'd like me to marry a scientist. Dad says science is a man's job.
Oh! Okay, so we're this kind of family. Damn. Wow.
Girls are supposed to bake pies and become prom queen.
Ugh, everyone in Arthurton is stuck in the past.
If anyone else showed him the things I've created, he'd call them a genius and make them his lead scientist.
So tell him. Prove him wrong.
I just can't. You have to keep my secret. I'm begging you, Jenny.
Okay. I'm 100% on Suzie's side here. I wasn't sure at first, but like after all this, yeah. Yeah.
Poor Suzie, all of her secrets laid bare. Jenny couldn't help but feel
Disgusting.
What?
maybe there was more to Suzie than she had first presumed. Jenny was confident that Suzie wasn't involved in the Dean's murder. She wasn't evil.
Just insufferable.
Bro. Suzie's out, like... Okay. I know I made, like, the really mean, like, decision earlier, but, like, I don't think that was towards Suzie, if I remember right. Good Lord.
Alright, I'm gonna grab my stuff and get out of here.
Oh, while you're wandering around, can you find some parts for me? I need a battery and a transistor to finish this device.
What? No.
Yes.
I did something for you.
It was true. Suzie had kept Jenny's journal safe. And the Dean's ring. She'd even revealed her darkest secret to Jenny.
Yeah, Jenny. Stop being such a dick.
Fine. Enough already. What's a transistor?
Oh, it's an electronic voltage regulator that...
Just tell me what it looks like.
It's a tiny metal object with an antenna and 3 legs.
Okay.
If you can't find one in my bedroom, there are some old boxes in the attic.
Yeah. Transistor and battery. Got it.
Go, Jenny!
I've got to get out of here.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I like Suzie now. I wasn't sure at first because stereotypical, like, preppy girl and all that. So, like, yeah, at first, but, like, she's actually a really interesting character now.
Bunch of old science fair projects.
They had all been submitted by Anonymous, and they'd all won first prize.
These awards should be hanging on the walls downstairs.
It was sad to see all these marvelous accomplishments hidden away in the attic. Suzie wanted so badly to please her parents, to live up to their expectations of what a Glatz girl should be. She never even told them she'd entered the science fairs.
A tiny metal object with an antenna and
Oh, hey,
3 legs.
transistor.
Looks like a transistor to me. Now, where can I find a battery?
Oh, I know where we can get a battery. Kill the pig! God, I know what's gonna happen. We're gonna go down there and the sheriff will be waiting for us.
I'm sorry, Mr. Pig, but I need your batteries.
I'm not sorry.
I love you. I love you.
This will only hurt for a second.
Jeez.
You're my best friend.
Well, it was necessary to tear its head off.
Thank you, Pig, for donating your body to science. That's Susie's stuff taken care of, but I still haven't found my own. She said it was under the pillow in her bed.
Yeah, screw that. I'm giving this to Jenny first. Or to Susie. Okay, never mind. We are getting our stuff first.
Let's see. Stars, lips, hearts, and beakers. What would a girl like Suzie use as a password?
I hate this.
it was the beakers. Clever.
Okay, I can't feel dumb
I
for
stopped.
taking as long as it.
Jenny hid the ring in
This
her
is gonna be
pocket
a,
and flipped through the
combination,
pages of
and
her
it was not.
journal.
No obvious signs of tampering. At least Suzie knows how to mind her own business. I'll give her the battery and transistor, and then I'll find a way out of this place.
Guarantee you it will be out the window. Okay. So we have a new page now. Or a couple. Yeah, a couple new pages. What a terrible nightmare. Newspaper report. Either someone's framing mom or the dean's murder, or the cops are really bad at their job. Case of the escaping Glatz man. Case of escaping Glatz Manor. Need to find a way out of here so I can track down the dean's real killer. Clear my mom's name. Mrs. Glatz and the sheriff in the hallway. What did the police find at my house? What's in the file, Mrs. Glatz? To do. Escape, recover detective gear at home. Find out what's really going on. Suzie Q. Glatz. Suzie Q. Trapped me in her nightmare room. Terrible taste in music. Sneaky elevator in the ceiling. Lab. Fancy lab hidden in her attic. Secret nerd genius? It's quite a secret to keep. Her parents suck. We found the battery and we found the transistor. So, we'll take this to Suzie and we will probably escape through the window in the attic, if I had to guess.
Here you go.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Now, back to the task at hand. Making my escape.
Don't you want to know what these parts are for?
I do.
Only if it will help me get out of here.
Ah! Careful! That's a stick of dynamite! Dynamite?
Why do you have
Are
dynamite?
you crazy? You could have blown me to bits.
I did say be careful.
What are you making bombs for?
They're not bombs. They're silent explosives.
That's still a bomb, Suzie.
Silent explosives?
Think about it. Dynamite that doesn't make a sound. Impossible, you say? Not at all. My first breakthrough came when I discovered the unique properties of...
I can use this to blow my way out of here.
Why so destructive?
The explosion might be silent, but I think my mom would notice if part of the house was missing.
Yeah, okay. Well, thanks for the show and tell, but it's time for me to go.
And how exactly are you going to leave without being seen?
I'm glad you asked, Susan. I'll be making my exit through the window in the attic. Once I found a way to unlock it.
Oh, you're out of luck there. My parents are super security conscious. All the windows are locked electromagnetically.
Where are the controls?
Downstairs, in Dad's study.
And I can't get there without being seen. Is there some kind of override?
It's impossible to open them from up here, unless there was a total power failure.
Well then, I know exactly what to do.
Okay,
Overload
well,
the power
I'll be
grid.
here if you
Here we
need help.
go. Case of escaping Glatz Manor.
What does this machine do?
That's Judy, Kate. She's a portable lie detector.
Portable? It's 18 feet tall and bolted to the floor.
Yeah, well, I'm still working on that part. But she can detect a lie with 98% accuracy.
That's quite a claim. Let's see.
Good evening, small human child. I am Judy Kate, arbiter of truth, detector of lies. Since this is the first time we have met, I will need to calibrate. To begin, please answer this simple question. What is the meaning of life?
What?
What? How am I supposed to answer that?
Ha, ha, ha. Just kidding.
Okay, so this is Gladys.
Oh, sorry. I've been experimenting with her personality chip. She's using humor to build a better rapport with subjects.
Still needs some work.
To begin, please tell me your name.
Tell the truth.
My name is Jenny LeClue.
Welcome, Jenny LeClue. I am ready to detect. Please speak a truth or a lie.
I'm Jenny LeClue, and I'm not afraid of anything. I think I broke it.
It's okay. Her fuse just tripped. She gets very sensitive if you lie to her, especially if it's a big lie.
That's good.
But don't worry, she'll reset in a minute.
Interesting. Hey! What did you do?
Oh, that's just Maggie. She helps me find things I've dropped on the floor. Why do you have a man's ring?
It belonged to my dad.
But that doesn't make any sense.
I'm telling you the truth.
No, I mean, why would a ring made of gold stick to a magnet? Unless...
There's something else in it.
There's something more to it. Which of these machines did you say could see inside things?
Tim. Tab.
Excuse me, Tim. We need your help.
Oh.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. My name is Tim, the thermal imaging machine. Metal, plastic, wood. There's nothing I can't see inside. Except, of course, your innermost thoughts.
Look, I don't need a best friend. I just need him to examine the ring.
Ouch. That hurt my feelings.
Go easy on him. He's quite sensitive.
Ugh. Hi, Tim. Nice to meet you.
Oh, how wonderful it is to meet you, my new friend. How can I be of service?
I need you to look inside something for me.
I'd be delighted to. Please place the object on my soft, velvety platform. Come to me, tiny object of vast mystery and import.
I like Tim.
Reveal to me your deepest secrets. Swim in my warm bath of gamma rays. I'm peering deeply inside you. Ooh, what's that? Deeper still.
I need an adult.
I've never seen one of those before.
I need an adult.
Fascinating. Oh, the wonders I have seen.
Well, spit it out already.
One moment, please, while I paint you a picture of the journey we just shared.
I knew there was something special about this ring. It's full of tiny cogs and gears.
I've never seen such intricate craftsmanship.
I need to borrow your microscope. Tiny buttons hidden in plain sight. Clever. I wonder what they do.
The ring opened up like a flower.
Why would the Dean have a ring like this?
Whatever its true purpose, one thing was clear. This ring was important.
You don't say.
Important enough to kill for? Dean Stroudsbury, what were you involved in?
Did you say Dean Stroudsbury? Whose ring is that really?
Suzie had entrusted her deepest, darkest secret to Jenny. The least Jenny could do was be honest with her.
It's the Dean's ring. Well, it was.
You stole the Dean's ring?
Technically, I found it.
Jenny, you've got to turn that into the police. It could be important evidence.
Considering the police think my mom is the Dean's murderer, I certainly won't be handing it over to them.
But what if they ask me about it? I can't lie to them. I'm a terrible liar.
It's not lying. It's just leaving out the parts that don't concern them.
But I can't go to jail. My parents will disown me, and my reputation will be ruined.
At least you'll be free to be a scientist out in the open then.
No one's going to jail, as long as we protect each other. I'll keep your secret, you keep mine.
Like, friends.
Oh,
Sure.
bitch.
Now go back to whatever mad science experiment you were doing. I've got a window to open.
Yeah, but like, did we ever figure out what was going on with the ring? Okay, yeah, it was Veronica we were really mean to.
Complex formulas filled the large chalkboard. Clearly the work of a genius.
Okay, she's secretly smart. We get it. What is all this anyway?
Oh, that? I'm working on a proof to help me pick the perfect prom dress.
Can you algorithm your way into the perfect prom dress?
You've got to be kidding me.
I know, I
Style
know.
theory. You know what to do.
I'm not sure it can be done either, but I've got to try. It's the biggest decision a girl has to make.
Gross. Can't move it by force alone. If it's locked electromagnetically, it must be connected to the power supply.
Oh, duh. Overload the power supply. How are we going to do that? So obviously we'd have to do it in the lab. I mean, everything here must take so much to...
That stupid robot just tried to kill me!
Oh, be careful. Claude is very fragile.
Fragile? It's enormous.
I haven't finished calibrating him yet. If you want to help, get him to pick some things up and put them down again. He needs the practice. Just don't pick up anything too heavy.
Oh.
Must have been too heavy.
Please be gentle with Claude. He's only a prototype, and I'm out of replacement parts.
I got it!
In the back of Jenny's brilliant mind, a plan was forming.
I know exactly how to get out of here.
Okay.
How can I escape from Glatt's Manor?
Okay, so.
When I overload the robot arm, it sparks and fuses. And when I lie to Judy Kate, she nearly overloads the power supply. So if I could overload them at the same time, then I might be able to short the power and open the window in the attic.
But Jenny couldn't operate both machines by herself.
Suzie,
Yes?
I need your...
Asking Suzie for help was worse than having a tooth pulled out.
I need you to do something.
Of course. What can I do to help?
I didn't say I needed your help.
Oh, sorry.
I don't owe you anything.
Dude,
Okay.
chill.
What do you want me to do?
Go stand by Judy Kate.
Alright. But why?
No time for questions. Just wait for my instructions. Suzie, are you ready?
Welcome back, Suzie Glatz. I am ready to detect. Please speak a truth or a lie.
Okay, I'm ready. What should I do now?
Just hold on until I give the signal.
The robot arm strained under the weight of the giant metal object.
Okay, Suzie. Tell a lie. And make it a big one.
Oh, okay. A big lie. Ooh, I've got just the thing. I'm wearing black socks.
That was a lie.
No, Suzie. A big lie. Something terrible.
I'm just no good at lying.
Tell Judy Kate you killed Dean Strasberry.
What? That's horrible. I can't say that.
Do you want to help or not?
Yes, but...
Then hurry up and say it.
Okay. I killed the dean?
Louder!
I killed the dean.
Bigger!
I killed Dean Strasberry.
Say it like you mean it!
I murdered Dean Strasberry. I bashed his brains in. Now I danced on his grave.
Wouldn't it be funny if it said truth? Wouldn't that be wild? The rest of the game's just figure out motive.
Wow. That was messed up.
Oh my gosh. I'm a horrible person.
As Suzie Glatz contemplated every bad thing she'd ever done in her life, Jenny heard the unmistakable sound of success.
Sweet freedom.
It worked.
Hey Susie, you good? I think you're good. Okay, no need to talk to anyone ever at any point in time. Jenny is just that much of a bitch.
Jenny! You can't leave now. It's past curfew.
Watch me.
Oh yeah,
Well,
curfew.
You can't go out wearing pajamas.
I'm not playing dress up with you while my mom is trapped in jail for a crime she didn't commit. The real killer is still out there.
And what if you find him? What then?
Jenny paused. She hadn't thought that far ahead.
Aren't you scared?
Of course Jenny was scared, but she would never admit that to Suzie.
My mom always says, a great detective shows courage in the face of danger. Now is the time to be courageous.
Well, let me help you. We can work out a plan together.
Sorry, Suzie, but I work alone.
Dude.
At least take this with you then, so we can stay in touch.
Fine, I'll take it. But don't call me. I'll call you.
Okay, good luck. And be careful. There's still a killer out there.
I'll be fine.
Jenny, you won't tell anyone about my lab, right?
Only if you cover for me.
Of course. I'm always here for
Aw.
you. We're going to be best friends, Jenny LeClue. I just know it.
Sure. Right after I sign up for cheerleading.
Hey! Don't get her hopes too up now.
To catch a real killer, Jenny needed her detective gear. But that was at home, across town and swarming with police. It wasn't wise to travel through town after curfew. To avoid being caught, she'd have to find another way home. Excellent, thought Jenny. Time to exercise my sneaking muscles.
That actually scared me. I'm gonna end up unintentionally sending her over the edge.
Jenny paused at the edge of the roof, her teeth chattering in the chill wind. Below her, Lake Nowhere glowed eerily in the darkness. From this vantage point, she could see all the way to the lighthouse at the center of the lake. Only the wealthiest families in Arthurton could afford such spectacular views.
If I cross the lake, it's just a short stroll through the Forgotten Forest to my house.
But navigating the lake at night was not an easy task. Many accomplished sailors had met their doom on the ragged rocks of Bear Claw Bend.
Well, I've already worked out a way across. Time to get off this roof before someone spots me. Damn it! Think fast, Jenny.
And just like that, Jenny was gone. Her first great adventure cut short before it had begun.
I'm right here. Just hanging around.
It genuinely scared me. I'm like, I didn't mean to, like, get a secret game over. That just means that there is something over this way. Or that was the way we were supposed to go. I didn't even think that was... Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I thought we were just gonna, like, jump off the roof, land in the tree, and just kind of climb our way down. Okay, we can run. He's kind of inside the house. Got it. Ooh, private postcard. Hey, we finished a postcard. Sweet, that's actually really cool. Oh, that's also really cool. I love that. Flip. Hi, Mom. Summer camp is going great. We took a field trip to the observatory last night. I've never seen so many stars. Ricky drew all the constellations. So smart and super cute. And he held my hand. Don't worry, he's only 2 years older than me. Please don't tell Dad. I miss you all so much. Love, Stella. That's cool. Making our way home after curfew requires sneakiness. Taking the lake is the safest route.
That's the way to Main Street. I can't risk being caught by the sheriff or his goons. The safest way home is across the lake.
Okay, but we're gonna die. Ooh. It just sounds like you're snapping a bone or something. There it is. What's it gonna be? Oh, we got it.
What's that sound? True believer, I am the one you seek. I swim in the shadows of giants that stir beneath an eerie silence. Follow the path, reach the truth.
What a curious and cryptic message. Was it meant for her? And who had written it? Friend or foe?
This could be from the killer.
I don't think so. Hey, Michael.
But it was far too dangerous to find out.
I have to find out.
And so she decided to ignore the message and carry on to her house.
There's no way I'm ignoring the case of the mysterious message.
Giants, but must be a clue who sent so why. It could be from the Dean's real killer. I highly doubt that. Jenny, please.
The SS Suzie. A gift from Suzie's father as a thank you for preparing his lunch one day.
This'll get me across the lake in no time.
Unfortunately, the boat didn't belong to her.
I'll just borrow it for a couple of hours. They won't even notice it's gone.
But borrowing something without asking first was just stealing.
It's always easier to ask for forgiveness than wait for permission.
Of course, the boat needed a key.
Jeez, nobody trusts anyone these days. There must be some other way to
Gee,
stop
Jenny,
the
maybe it's because people like you come around to steal boats. I don't know. Could just be me thinking. Who knows? Lord. Let's see. Warning risk for electrical shock. 3rd-degree burn, smoldering flesh, or death. Warranty void if removed.
I bet I can hotwire the boat if I get this panel off.
Risk of electric shock. It was far too dangerous.
So do it anyway.
I love danger.
My question is, how's she getting these screws off?
Damn, this one's stuck.
Foiled at the last moment by a rusty screw. Oh well, time to turn back.
There's only one screw left. I can just pry the panel back.
And so she very carefully pulled on the panel.
Wow, looks complicated.
Far too complicated for a child to even attempt.
Mom always says, a great detective focuses on the solution, not the problem. It looks like I can bypass the ignition by turning the dials until all the lights are illuminated. Piece of cake.
Jeez. Okay. So obviously I need to complete those circuits. And that won't accomplish anything. That. Aha!
I did it!
We got it. Don't ask me how, I'm not an electrician.
Jenny had found a way to cross the lake, but she was still a long way from home. She pulled out her journal and plotted a course.
First, I'll navigate my way around Skull Island. Next, I'll sail up the river to the Almaston Bridge. Then it's just a short stroll through the Forgotten Forest. And finally, home. Got it. Let's go.
Surely nothing terrible will happen as we go through the Forgotten Forest.
Jenny had never crossed the lake after dark. Come to think of it, she'd never even driven a boat before. She thrust the throttle forward and felt a cool wind whip through her hair. Sneaking around after curfew had its benefits.
Oh.
That can't be good for the boat.
Where is it? Oh, come on. Where's the thing? There's supposed to be a thing, and the thing is not thinging. Finally found it.
I swim in the shadows of giants. This must be the place.
Oh. Not exactly what I was going for, but okay.
Whoa, that was huge. I have to get a closer look.
No, you don't. You don't have to get a closer look.
The elusive red herring. A rare and fantastic sight.
Can't believe they really exist.
Red herring.
Jenny had always believed they were a fisherman's tale, but seeing them firsthand.
She's so beautiful.
But what was stuck in her scales?
A message in a bottle. Curious. I am the voice of reason. I walk amongst the sunken ships that once sailed through the glowing mist. It's another clue. This case just got more
Dangerous. Jenny had no idea who was behind these messages. This could be an elaborate trap.
Or it could be the answer I need to prove my mom's innocence.
The best course of action was to go back and get help from an adult.
No, I have to see where this leads. On my own.
Your girl Jenny's a bit of an idiot.
Sunken ships, glowing mist. That should be easy to spot. Thanks, fishies!
It's called the red herring for a reason. Lighthouse and sandwich shop. Shallow grave. Waterway. Danger. Low visibility. Must be missed. Ground rock. Arthurton's best lake. Also, Arthurton's only lake. Bitter Bay, Bearclaw, Rat Bend.
can't see a thing. I must be heading in the right direction.
More investigating.
Jenny navigated carefully through the thick fog.
Oh, it smells like rotten fish.
Many ships had lost their bearings here, grounded on the ragged rocks, swallowed by the lake.
Maybe I could shed some light on these ghost ships. Another message. This is starting to feel like a wild goose chase.
Can't imagine why that would be, Jenny.
I am the hope in darkness. I sit in a spiral of ancient stone. Against the clock, I move alone. What's with all these cryptic messages? And where are they leading? I should get out of here before I turn into a ghost.
Oh, the path reaches truth must be clue. Could be from another message in the bottle, stuck in the scale. Giant red herring. It's reason spooky. I hope in the darkness, spiral of ancient stone against the clock. I move alone.
Phew! Made it out alive. Let's go find this spiral of ancient stone.
Skull Island, home to an abandoned lighthouse and an excellent sandwich shop. Decommissioned over 100 years ago, but the light mysteriously continued to illuminate the darkness.
I'm cheating. Okay. So from here we go up.
The night grew dark and eerie.
Why do I feel like I'm being watched? Well, aren't you ominous? Nice birdie. What are you doing all the way out here? How rude. Watch it, buddy! Talk about a murder of crows. It threw a rock at me.
Boy. Oh. Hate that.
That was not a rock. It was a crab. I am the answer to the unasked question. I stand inside the crescent moon. Below death's gaze, I wait for you. I wait for you. This could be the last clue.
So caught up in unraveling the mystery, Jenny failed to recognize how dangerous this chase really was.
Who is waiting at the crescent moon?
Whoever it was, our intrepid detective would need to be extremely careful.
Head first in the face of danger.
Crescent moon. Below death's gaze. Time to wrap up this case.
Once again, gonna cheat just to see. I guess we're looking at like Bago Bay, this area around here. We're up here. Yeah, we'll be fine.
fun to hit stuff. Hello? Who's there? Stay right there. Don't come any closer. Identify yourself.
Those are rocks.
I'm with the police. You're surrounded. You have 2 seconds to start talking or I'll have to use force.
It's a bunch of rocks.
Right? I warned you. I'm coming over there right now. Oh. It was just my imagination. Thank God.
The dogs march loudest before the dawn!
Get away from me, you maniacal murderer!
The dogs bark loudest before the
CJ,
dawn.
my favorite character.
CJ?
The dogs bark loudest before the dawn.
The early bird can't catch the lazy worm.
The wind blows strongly from the east.
People in glass houses should invest in curtains.
The evening sky is full of fireflies.
The absent-minded goldfish swims into the blender.
Excellent, Jen.
I will love this guy.
They haven't broken you yet.
The notes were from you? I thought you were the Dean's killer. Why did you make me go through all that if you were already in the boat?
This is the only place safe from their prying ears. We have to hurry. This line isn't secure.
Line? We're talking in person.
Exactly. Now quickly, before they get a fix on our location. What did you want to tell me?
Seriously? You can't keep doing this. You contacted me.
Did I?
Actually, I'm glad you did. I need to ask you a few questions about the Dean's death.
Good, Jenny. Question everything. Trust no one.
Interrogation of CJ.
What happened to your compass? Before it was wandering, but now it seems to be pointing in one direction.
Exactly. Do you see now? It's not a compass at all.
So what is it then?
Aliens!
Aliens? What are you talking about?
E.T., extraterrestrials, beings from another world.
I know what aliens are. Come on, CJ, there's no such thing.
What? No, not you too.
I'm sorry, CJ, but it's time to get serious. The Dean is dead and my mom's in jail, framed for a murder she didn't commit. I need to get to the truth.
What are the twists is that she actually did commit it?
The only way to truly see is to open your mind. Not everything is what it seems.
If there really are aliens in Arthurton, how come you're the only person who's ever seen them?
People don't see what they aren't looking for. That's why I come here every night, to observe the unobservable. The compass is my eyes. It can sense their presence where I cannot. Why don't you borrow it and find out for yourself?
Fine, I'll humor CJ.
Okay, I'll take it. I need all the help I can get.
Good. You can prove my theory to be fact.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
So now we have a compass.
Just remember, when the needle is steady, the phenomena are near.
Sure.
They were here before. They will return. And we'll be waiting for them.
Uh-huh. Yep, totally. I know you were in the library the day Dean Stroudsbury died. Did you notice anything unusual?
Yes, I did.
Great. What happened?
They changed the bathroom scent from strawberry to pie. It was most unpleasant.
Oh, is that all?
I intended to alert the librarian as a matter of urgency. But no one was at the front desk. Quite unusual.
Was there anyone else in the library?
No, just the dean and I. Till
Until you left. It's not like you to leave your research lying around. Why were you in such a hurry?
I lost track of time. I was late for an appointment.
An appointment? Where?
Appointment? What are you talking about?
You said you were late for an appointment.
Objection. Leading the witness.
This isn't a trial, CJ. It's just me, Jenny.
Then I have nothing further to say, Your Honor.
There's something you're not telling me.
Is there?
Those scribbles look familiar. I found your map of Arthurton in the library.
Keep it. It's a great map. Very rare. Ripped it straight out of the town charter, first edition. Come to think of it, only edition.
What about all your notes? Don't you need them?
Nope. Got it all backed up in the cloud.
What cloud?
Did I say cloud? I meant head.
So what do all those notes mean? You wrote about seeing UFOs in the forest.
Yes! You're starting to see differently. There are patterns everywhere. Keep searching.
What happened to your eye? Did you get in a fight?
Wasn't a fight. More of a misunderstanding, really.
A seriously purple misunderstanding.
Well, you should see the other guy.
CJ, this is serious. You have to tell me the truth.
I had to do it, Jenny. I needed to learn.
CJ, is this a confession?
Well, we're going to find out anyway.
CJ, did you murder Dean Stroudsbury?
The Dean? Oh, no.
But you just said...
Good, Jenny. Suspect everyone, even me.
I don't understand.
In fact, I suspected myself for quite some time, but I couldn't have done it.
I want to believe you, CJ, but do you have an alibi?
That's why I left these notes for you. If anyone can prove I'm innocent, it's you, Jenny LeClue.
Hang on a second. Let me take a look at that. Jenny, I need your help. You know, we could have saved a lot of time if you'd just given me this message first.
Risk being followed? Never!
But what had piqued Jenny's interest was not the message itself.
That paper. What did he write all these messages on?
Newspaper, I think.
I knew it! You wrote all these messages on a piece of newspaper.
Local idiot ruined school play. First, look at this. Cover story continues. As the only witness and prime suspect, Mrs. LeClue is being held without bail at the Arthurton City Jail. Mrs. LeClue has not given any comment and has refused legal counsel when offered. Due to the nature of the case, Sheriff Winston LeClue has distanced himself from the proceedings in order to maintain a perimeter to limit the conflict of interest and uphold law and justice to the full extent possible.
The front page was missing, but even this small snippet worried Jenny.
They've been peddling lies about my mom right from the start. Sheriff Winston LeClue has distanced himself from all proceedings. Well, if he won't help her, I will.
It's died for. I have our brand new coffee cart, peddling beans all over town.
Jenny couldn't help it. Every time she thought about coffee, she saw Keith's face. She heard his voice. She remembered his sadness. And she promised not to rest until she'd uncovered the truth of his father's death.
Parents feared for children's safety and grades. An Avocado Heights school play and parade about the founders of Arthurton is ruined by one town idiot's ramblings. The man identified himself simply as CJ when it says to the terribly misguided man's rant, claimed after he ran to the stage he began yelling at a small innocent child dressed as an acorn, that are identified as Sheldon, grade 3. Witnesses recalled the crazed man working. They're lying to you. They don't know what they're talking about. The truth is up there at the frightened child. Principal Bagley, who had been watching from the sidelines, wrestled the man off stage and away from the now crying children. The man then ran through the street shouting, "They're trying to shut me up. They're trying to shut me up." My parent replied, "Maybe it's time someone did." Police arrived soon after, and although it was a bit of a struggle to catch and arrest the man, police eventually managed to book him on charges of disturbing the peace. The parent claimed it was the best show I've ever seen at the school, although the bit about the aliens was a bit far-fetched.
This photo was taken in Avocado Heights. That's on the other side of town, miles from the library.
CJ was always protesting something. The first time they had met, CJ had handcuffed himself to a bike rack outside Agatha Krusty's bakery.
He was convinced they were hiding something in the pies. He'd lost the key to his handcuffs, so I picked the lock for him.
They had been friends ever since.
$3:55, clearly the afternoon. That's the day of the Dean's murder. CJ couldn't have killed the Dean. All the evidence is right here. How can I prove CJ is innocent? CJ was photographed in Avocado Heights at 3:55 p.m. on Thursday, 2 minutes before the dean died. There's no way CJ could have killed him. CJ, you're innocent!
What a relief!
But you really shouldn't be going around town terrorizing children. You're going to end up in jail again.
That wouldn't be so bad. They have the best beds in town.
Every part of my being is telling me that my mom is being framed, but I don't understand why.
There are only 3 reasons a man is murdered. He didn't mind his own business, he couldn't keep his mouth shut, or he wouldn't keep his hands to himself.
Have you ever heard of a place called Widow's Drop? I think my mom met the dean there.
Widow's Drop! No, but it sounds suspicious.
Well, anything sounds suspicious if you say it like that.
Be careful, Jenny. They'll do anything to keep their secrets. Once you start to see things, there's no going back. Do you ever wonder why the lake glows at night? Or why the power keeps going out all over town?
Yes, I do. All the time.
There's a lot more to this town if you look below the surface.
Do you mean that literally or figuratively?
Yes. The truth is hiding right under our feet, if we only stop to look.
I'm more confused than when we started. Well, I really have to get to my house. This case won't solve itself. I can drop you off at the bridge.
No need. I'm staying here. Some of these rocks have moved. Never trust a crab with a man's job.
Okay. Sure, buddy. Whatever you say.
Be careful, Jenny. They are everywhere. Always watching.
Don't worry about me, CJ. They'll never see me coming. I sneak in silence. I creep in the shadows. My footsteps are whispers.
You will never be Batman, Jenny.
Damn it! I've got this. Don't worry.
Oh my gosh. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. And stop.
That'll buff out.
Don't worry, Jenny. We'll buff out the scratches. I swear, I quote that like all the time.
Jenny headed east towards the Almostan Bridge.
I can dock there and make my way through the Forgotten Forest without anyone seeing me. Sneaky.
Okay. The Killer Crows, Cute Rock Crabs, Skull Island. Who's operating the lighthouse? Let's find out who's leaving the notes. It all makes sense. CJ. Aliens, town secrets. Who's listening? Notes were not from the killer. CJ is guilty of ruining a school play, but not murder. Just CJ on the trail of some more unexplained phenomena. Took his broken compass. Maybe Suzie can fix it. Is that a hint that we go back to... Well, we kind of can't. Just kind of up in the attic and...
Pretty sure I'm going to sink the boat. Whee! the way to my house.
The night was still and quiet on the far side of the lake.
No one ever comes down here. Not since they stopped repairing the bridge.
And yet it was hard to shake the feeling of being watched.
This is CJ's fault. He really believes all that stuff.
Once you start to see things, there's no going back.
I wonder what he meant by that. Forgotten Forest Trail. Voted most likely place to be eaten by bears. Arthurton Gazette. Perfect. Just as I'm about to enter the spooky woods.
The good folks at Arthurton Power and Light were not easing Jenny's fear of the dark. Of course, this was the very reason curfew had been put in place.
We'll probably get to Jenny's house and then I'll call stream. Jenny's imagination ran wild. In the darkness, every sound was a threat. Every shadow, a monster. She was rarely home. But she was nearly home. Just a little further.
What happened to the bridge?
It looked like Jenny had reached a dead end. She had no choice but to return to Susie's house for a comforting mug of hot chocolate.
I'd rather plummet to my death.
It was a terrifying drop to the rocks below. Surely she wasn't contemplating jumping across.
He definitely is.
Mom always says a great detective takes calculated risks.
Really, what's the calculation in this one?
So let's do the math. The bridge is too weak for a running jump. Taking into account the strong tailwind, and factoring in my athletic prowess, or lack thereof, I could make that jump 2 out of 3 times. Not bad odds.
Terrible odds.
Well, here goes nothing. Uh-oh.
Well, she did. Oh.
Okay, maybe the odds weren't so good.
And now she was dangling from a splintered plank, one slip away from certain death.
It's just like climbing a tree. Just don't look down. Don't look down.
Hey sis, you'd love it here. It always feels like fall. Junior year has been a real whirlwind. I'm having a hard time with my dissertation. Tip, don't major in ancient Arthurtonian culture. So I went to the museum for inspiration and found some really beautiful jewelry. Give Petey a big hug for me. Did he like the bone I sent him? Gemma. I don't know. Always been bad with names.
Was this the end for our tiny hero? As her spindly muscles began to give way, an image flashed before Jenny's eyes. Her mother, dangling from a ledge, unable to pull herself to safety. How could she possibly save her family when she couldn't even save herself?
I can't give up now. Mom needs me.
Jenny had barely survived. Was she really prepared for the dangers that lay ahead?
It's too late to turn back now.
Nearly died. Bridge from Forgotten Forest broken. How did that happen?
It might have been her recent brush with death, but Jenny's heart was pounding in her chest.
Hey, Mayor.
That's not my heart. That's CJ's compass! The needle is shaking like crazy. Is this what the compass was pointing to?
Jenny paused for a moment and listened. It was quiet, but distinct. A constant pulse. Mechanical, unnatural.
Man-made?
But other than the sound it emitted, this rock was like any other in the forest.
What's this? Another postcard piece. Curious.
So, if you're curious, the story so far is that Jenny LeClue, our main character, is an ace detective. Her mom has been framed for the death of the dean of the nearby college. So we are trying to prove her innocence, even though we have no idea who else did it. There's a crackpot theorist who is my absolute favorite character in the game. Where are you? There you are.
There's something under there.
Oh, lovely.
Jenny had spent her whole childhood exploring the woods behind her house.
But I've never seen this before.
Then she remembered CJ's words.
People don't see things they aren't looking for.
She knocked on the rusty metal.
Hollow. It's a trapdoor.
I wouldn't say it's super suspenseful. Like, it has its moments, but like for the most part, it's honestly pretty chill.
What a strange device. The wires are connected to the door.
A stale, metallic odor filled the air as Jenny peered into the opening.
It sure is dark down there.
Too dark.
But I can't just leave this unexplored. I have to see where it leads.
And so Jenny descended blindly into the unknown.
Your girl is suicidal, it seems. Well, that's where we gotta go. I did not know that there would be a wall of boulders. Yeah, just push buttons in mysterious places.
That didn't sound good.
In all her short life, Jenny LeClue had never found herself in such a peculiar place. The town that once seemed a small, lifeless pond was suddenly an ocean of mysterious possibilities. Equal parts terrifying and intriguing, it was,
Incredible!
yes, an incredible mystery in her very own backyard.
It's a mysterious laboratory.
Looks fancy. And broken.
Jenny wiped away a thick layer of dust.
Jeez, how long has this been here?
Clearly the equipment had laid dormant for a long time, and yet...
So futuristic. Straight out of those comics Keith is always reading.
Starship cadets and the race for space.
It feels...
Alien.
Now I'm starting to sound like CJ. There must be a logical explanation for all this.
But its purpose would remain a mystery. Jenny dared not touch its intricate interface.
I'll just press all the buttons and see what happens.
Oh dear.
So close here.
As Jenny turned the dials, she heard something hidden in the static.
A voice. But what is he saying? It's a pattern. It keeps repeating. Animals and numbers. Animals and numbers. People in the future sure talk weird.
Was it a cry for help? A shopping list? Someone with extremely limited vocabulary?
Whatever it is, it must be important.
And so she transcribed it in her journal.
Okay, found a hatch in the forest behind the house. How have I never noticed that before? Trash spaceship, some kind of experimental laboratory. How long has it been there? Been here. And a strange repeating radio message. Could it be a code? Rabbit 49, Bear 78, Whale 36. Rabbit 55, Weasel 23, Wolf 51, Bear 8, Hawk 30, Rabbit 21. Okay, okay.
There's something stuck to the bottom of the ladder.
It was just a blank piece of paper.
Or is it?
Jenny traced her finger over the page. She felt the clear indentations left by a pen.
I know exactly what to do.
One, two, three, four.
It worked. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It was a code of some kind.
The world's least secure code.
Please enter authorization code to begin.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Code accepted. System authorized and armed for activation.
Armed for activation. Don't think that sounds good. Just my humble opinion.
Sphere hermetically sealed. Magnetic transducer coils charging. Rotation phase harmonics stabilized. Commencing experiment gauge. Module 37.
Oh, we have doomed the world.
What's happening?
Radioactive safety margins cleared. Running at 54% efficiency.
It says it's working, but what's it doing?
Remember, a healthy employee is an effective employee. Please leave the station for your mandatory 15-minute smoking break. Decompressing spherical chamber.
Okay, but what happened?
I should get out of here before my skin melts off.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
The boulders must have weighed a ton each, yet they floated in the air like balloons.
CJ said he saw a swarm of UFOs circling the Forgotten Forest.
Was Jenny beginning to make sense of CJ's wild ramblings?
I'm gonna need a bucket of coffee to unpack all this. Oh, God.
Experiment temporarily made boulders levitate. Maybe this is what CJ was talking about. Nearly died again. Need more coffee.
Our old fort!
It didn't look like much, but this treehouse had once been Jenny and Keith's favorite hiding spot.
Wanted. Puppies. LeClue Detective Agency. And Keith.
I could never climb up there on my own. Keith always had to help me.
They schemed and planned and swore never to let anything come between them.
Well, nothing. Nothing in between them. Unless it's Keith's dad's death.
Just thinking about him hurt.
Yep, the squares.
What was that? Steven! Steven! Steven!
What?
Did you hear that? I'm telling you, man.
Not this again.
Something's out here. Something big. Real big.
There's nothing there.
but I'm getting some super spooky vibes, man.
For the last time, Kevin, the radios are for emergencies only.
Man's is
That
shook.
was lucky. I need to be more careful.
The house was swarming with police, but she knew this place like the back of her hand. If anyone could find a way in, it was Jenny LeClue. Out of the police's line of sight, the basement was her best entry point into the house.
Except that window is locked, and all my lockpicking gear is inside.
The window was ajar, the frame damaged.
Somebody broke into my house. That's my job.
Yeah.
But who? The police had used the front door.
Whoever it was, that's my way in.
Jenny could try to climb the tree.
But I already see an easier way in. My room.
And inside,
My detective gear.
the window looked a promising point of entry.
I could climb the tree up onto the roof.
But as Jenny knew, all the windows on the second floor were bolted down.
Dad did it after a raccoon got in and trashed the place.
Jenny recalled the Christmas Eve when she had climbed down the chimney and discovered how difficult the jolly old man's job was.
And dirty. There's definitely a cleaner way in. This place is crawling with cops.
What could the police have found inside her house?
And if they found what they're looking for, why are they still here? It's tempting.
But Jenny couldn't risk being seen by the police.
There's probably a sneakier way in. That's Mom's room. Her window is bolted down just like the others. Now I think about it, that's a real fire hazard. Dang, the front door's covered too.
To get to the basement window, Jenny would have to creep carefully past the police officer. One false move and the game would be up.
Hey! Who goes there?
Caught! Jenny would have to think fast or risk being jailed like her mother.
Here goes nothing.
Steven! Please tell me you're there.
What's up, buddy?
I think you should know, and I say this with 100% certainty.
Spit it out already.
There's a mountain lion out here!
Very likely. They're indigenous to this area.
What?
Just don't let it eat you. I don't need any more paperwork.
Oh, God. I think I'll just head inside for a minute to check on something.
Phew, that was close.
Married to high school.
Someone definitely forced this open.
Would Jenny enter the dark basement?
Yes, enter the house.
It was an odd feeling, breaking into her own house. But as she squeezed through the basement window, Jenny felt a rush of excitement. I could get used to this, she thought. Jenny was in, undetected.
Home sweet home.
I'm gonna call stream there. Got a lot of progress done. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. This game is good. Hopefully I'll play more than once every few months. So, yep. See you guys next time.